I would like to invite our second keynote speaker, founder and CEO of Volume, Simone Martinelli, who will brief us on future of cross-border payments. Simone.
Hello, everybody. Thank you for the opportunity today, and special thanks to Vishal and the entire team at 𝐤𝐿𝐼 for the fantastic organization. I will be quick, and I'd love to talk to you about what is going to happen and what it's our theory about cross-border payments and what are we going to see in the coming years. For those who don't know us, I'm the founder and CEO at Volume, and down there is some of my team. And I'd love to start with a big thank you from all the people that you are supporting on a daily basis. 1 in 8 people across the world are sending money back home. We have in total 200 million senders, let's call it that way, that are sending money back to 800 million people. This is not money for expensive clothing or luxury travels or boat or a new car. This is money for school fee tuition, electric bills, water, health insurance. And I think entrepreneurs and money service business, remittance, money transfer, call it whatever you want, they don't get celebrated enough. So this is a special event for us. This is all very important. So we're not here for, but if remittances and MSBs are playing such a critical role in the ecosystem of our economy, why the average transaction costs $500, you get a 6.5% fee. It doesn't make any sense. We want to change that. The UN, like Vishal said, has an objective to bring this fee at 3%. We are very far from it. We've seen some numbers where a transfer from UK to Western Africa, and it can cost up to 9.5%. So for £100 sent, there is almost a 10% fee that gets to third-party provider just for processing the transaction. Extortionate. And the market is not going to stop. This is just the beginning. We have geopolitical tension all over the places, instability. Remittance is just going to grow, and the role played by all the people in this room and the big player is going to get more and more important. And you know better than me that if today you are operating and running a money service business or a remittance, I'd love to listen from this room who had a bank account shut down because some missing document. Or random question from obviously compliance, which is at the key part. There is a bit of a complexity in understanding the importance of remittance from the institution and traditional players in the market. They definitely see the risk. There are risks, but they don't necessarily associate those risks with the importance of in the global economy that we're carrying it today. When then it comes to payments provider, card payment are not necessarily, and we have seen that open banking is an alternative payment in at the checkout that helps to accept payments from UK, European, and across the world. We're seeing many countries moving into new regulation. The traditional payment provider overcharge remittances because it's seen as a high-risk vertical, and there are extortionate fees associated, which contributes again to the high cost of sending money across the borders. Let's not talk about the different players. You know better than me, better than anybody else, how complex it is to build, run, and scale a remittance. You need to have a tech stack. We are lucky that Vishal is providing We need to have a KYC, onboarding, transaction monitoring, a bank account, and a payout partner. It's a very fragmented ecosystem. The industry is now up for disruption. Forget about the number. And let's look at what happened in the last 15 years in the remittances. We had the SWIFT era, traditional bank sending money from the UK and Europe via SWIFT. It takes 3 days. It costs £25 for a transaction of 500, so extortionate fees. And we don't really know if the money arrived or not. That's called the SWIFT area. Then the phase number 2, we moved to correspondent banking. That's when TransferWise, Remitly, WorldRemit, and they understood that actually if we open a bank account in the UK and we open a bank account in Nigeria, we can simulate the SWIFT network transfer, but without waiting 3-4 days and charging a lower fees. Fantastic. Then we have the third phase, which is where we are right now, and it's a very exciting time to run this type of business, stablecoin. The problem with phase 2 is that correspondent banks, we need a lot of liquidity. You have to have a big bank account in the UK with a lot of money and another very large account in Nigeria with an amount of liquidity. So all these numbers are contributing essentially to reshaping what is today and solving all this problem. A little bit about us. We are a player that help remittances to move money across the world. Me and my co-founder spent a number of years at WorldRemit. We realized that money service businesses, it's an underserved market. No one is helping these incredible, talented, and brave entrepreneurs to run their business. And we decided to double down on it. What do is very simple. We are a one-stop shop for money service business, whether you need pay-in, identity, payout, treasury, FX. We give it in one-stop shop to support your mission of sending money back to friends and family. We're still the early days, don't get too excited. We're operating in the UK. We launched Europe. We are about to explore more Canada and other geographies across Africa. We're doing our best to support some of the fantastic clients that in this room have been supporting us since the early days, so a big thank you. And now a bit of a question for the room or something that I'd love to share with you. It's a very exciting time. Other than the stablecoin and the infrastructure, and also Vishal and spoke before, there is a major change when it comes to challenge. And we know that artificial intelligence is changing the way not only software gets created, but there is a massive opportunity for the brave entrepreneurs like you to disrupt the big player. We've seen the partnership with ChatGPT and Stripe, where you can now buy, browse, pay for items directly into ChatGPT. And I think AI is also coming into the remittance space and the cross-border. We've already seen players like Remitly launching send money via WhatsApp with AI agent. And we've seen adoption of it. So there is a very exciting time. And as a conclusion, I just want to say thank you. Thank you for all the brave and the commitment that you put in building a money service business. And I don't think the remittances got celebrated enough, and they understood what critical role they play in the today economy. Thank you very much.